Hi, welcome to Beyond Perception with Jaden and Michelle, and we are going to play with the planet today, and I'm so excited about this. Indeed. So, the subject has come up about, well, what about the planet? And there are kind of a couple of different sides here. One is, we have to fix, heal, and save the planet, and the other one is, how is the planet just like our body? And how does that, what are the implications and consequences maybe of that? So I want to start with, how are we alike, and what does the planet need from us? Really, what does it need from us?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for me, the more I've explored with it, when you look at how the planet is, it's a body that's a host for beings that turn into a civilization,
right?
That evolve and do whatever they do. But your body, which happens to be an expression of this physical planet, is also a host for trillions of microorganisms that live inside. And actually, the science is starting to figure out you couldn't survive without them.
No,
like
you need them.
A great deal of your body's, over 50% of your body's systems have actually been farmed out to bacteria to handle. External energies are actually running your body, and your body couldn't function without them. It's like, so how much is your body very much like a planet? Like, you've got microbiomes all over the outside of your body. You've got microbiomes in your sinuses. You've got digestive ones, and we kind of have a clue about the digestive ones, but it's
just
like
beginning to, but I don't think we really do have a full clue of how important that is.
No, it's like the food that you eat isn't for you and your body. Like, so truth, how much is the food that you eat for you and your body, and how much is the food that you eat for the microorganisms that are in your gut?
Holy mackerel.
You feel that?
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. It's an amazing topic when you start exploring that you're actually feeding the microorganisms in your gut. And there are good guys and there are bad guys. There are the ones that scream for sugar and demand this and demand that. And then there are the good guys who generally are fairly quiet and they don't create much of a fuss, but they're the ones that provide you the most of the things that your body needs to rebuild, to maintain, and to function on a basic level. For people who are having issues with emotional stuff, that's where the amino acid breakdown starts to come in. Right. Because your gut is not producing enough amino acids for your body. So it's like, that again is an imbalance in not you and your body proper, but in the civilizations that are living in your body.
That's a really important distinction. And what I can say from personal experience is, once I started supplementing with those amino acids, how significantly different I began to feel emotionally, mentally, physically, the whole 9 yards. And my unique point of view is that our addiction to all of those antidepressants would be minusculized if we actually got our amino acids properly balanced, along with a whole bunch of food cravings and sugar cravings and coffee cravings and things like that. The whole food industry would probably blow up or implode.
Yeah.
The drug and food industry would implode if we were actually employing those amino acids and getting the gut cleaned up.
Yep. That's I agree with that. Yeah.
Which I think is really, I think we need to start, what do they call it? A movement, pun intended. But I mean, really start a movement about getting the information out about how important amino acids are. And I think actually that might be one of our next conversations to help introduce the subject. But going back to the planet, what does the planet need from us? How are we really, I mean, because my understanding, like you said, is that the body is kind of this microcosm of the macrocosm of the planet, which is a microcosm of the macrocosm of the universe.
The universe.
And maybe even, that may go out even further to the,
right.
The multiverse, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so what does the planet need from us, do you think?
Well, when I explore with the relationship, obviously my body has a very powerful relationship with the planet. What was confusing to take apart was it's like, well, I should be able to clear my reality and my life should get substantially better and clearer.
Mm-hmm.
And as I explored that, it didn't totally feel true.
Right.
Like I could clear and my local reality was good for a while, but then something else would slip in or something else was there that isn't totally mine because it's cleared from me and mine, yet my connection to the planet causes me to perceive things. And as I explored, I recognized that, so truth, how much of what you perceive through your body is local to your body experience, and how much of what you perceive through your body is connected to what the planet is experiencing.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I want to explore that. I really want to explore that some more.
So it's like, what are all the things that you're believing are your issues or your body's issues that are actually planetary issues and not your local issues?
Whoa.
Feel the pile of that. And what is all the unknowable, unspeakable, unseeable, untouchable, undetectable, unconsciousness, anti-consciousness, energy fog, disinformation, cloaking, Wernicke's commands, booby traps, and all the covert, unseen, unacknowledged, undisclosed energies and frequencies are not all.
One or two things there. Mm-hmm.
Wow. And can we put all that in the pile?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah, I choose that. Wow. And everything from down below, back behind, up above, way up front, left, right, inside, outside, everything remaining. And bodies, let that go, not you, not yours, including the planet, let that go, not you, not yours, not you, not yours, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Wow. And can we shrink all that stuff down to less than nothing?
Yeah, I choose that.
Yeah, I choose that. Boo! Incinerate. Flash burn.
To begin with.
So what I noticed for me is that there was a big difference when I looked at it as just the Jaden and Body show versus, and I'm trying to live my life as me and I should be able to clear that as me, versus when I look at it as, well, this body is an expression of this planet. Yeah. This body is the planet. Like not in a metaphorical way, but in an actual tangible way, I'm living in a piece of the planet.
We are living in a piece of the planet.
And I am a planet for other things to live inside of me.
Wow. That brought up something, everything that brought up because there was like some real, yeah, there's some stuff in there. It's like, it's kind of twisty. My body was like, I get that I'm part of the planet. I'm on the planet, but and in the past I've gotten the connection between the body and planet, and especially when we've done the connecting body and planet exercise, and I've done that, with my communities as well. But I hadn't gotten it in the way physiologically that I just got it right now. Mm-hmm. And really being, we couldn't exist without the planet.
Well, the infinite being would. Yeah, the body would not exist without the planet. The body would not exist
without the planet and its connection to the planet through food, air, water,
so it's
gravity.
So I look at it differently. My body is not connected to the planet, though I use those words. It is the planet.
Right.
So
right.
If
and I got that in a different way.
Yeah, cool.
And there's a lot of really weird, twisty, turny things in there, kind of trying to keep that from really landing in a way that.
Yeah. So what is everything that obscures, hides, prevents your awareness of your connection as the planet, or connection to the planet, or your connection of your body's
with and as the planet.
Yes. Wow, I like the way you say that. Yeah. And so what are all the fixed points of view that you have, or that we have around that prevent that awareness of direct connection?
Wow.
And in the pile? Wow. And what are all the decisions, judgments, conclusions, computations we have around that? Projections, expectations, rejections, separations. Wow.
Holy mackerel.
And form, structure, and significance. Yeah, not so much. Okay, in the pile. Oh. What is everything we decided that all this means that it doesn't actually mean?
Interesting.
Whoa, it's got alien frequencies written all over it. Yeah. And in the pile.
Mm-hmm.
And what is everything we decided all this doesn't mean that it actually does mean?
That's even bigger.
A lot of content there. Yeah, there's less twisty ass shit in it. There's a lot of like new information in there too. But everything that's not useful, can we put that in the pile?
Yes, I choose
that.
Yeah,
I choose that. Wow. And everything from down below in the pile, back behind, up above, way out front, left and right, inside, outside, everything remaining, all in the pile. Bodies, planet, let that go. Not you, not yours, not you, not yours. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Ooh. Wow. And can we shrink all that stuff down to less than nothing?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah, I choose that. Boo. Incinerate.
Transform, flash, burn, purify, sterilize. All that unuseful out of existence.
And what are all the agreements that we have that prevent us from having an awareness of our experience as the planet or connection with the planet? That's a lot of weird stuff. Oaths, vows, commitments, communities, fealties, no. Entry, exit, re-entry agreements, divine golden billion, trillion year agreements. Safety clauses, protection clauses. Allegiances, alliances, generational, all the allegiances, alliances, loyalties, diplomatic relations we have. Can we just try and create all those agreements?
Yes, I choose that.
I choose that. Null and void, null and void, null and void, null and void, null and void. Rescind, revoke, you can't reclaim, renounce, denounce. Just trying to create null, void, null, void, null, void, null. And what are all the binds, double binds, triple binds, quadruple binds, spans, beyond binds, spans, spans, infinitum, auto install, auto reinstall, auto backup systems, technologies, magics, anchor, signatories around this? Wow.
That's a lot.
Can we just, that's crazy. Can we just try and create all that?
Yes, I choose that.
I choose that. Resend, revoke, you can't reclaim, renounce, denounce. Just trying to create null and void, null, void, null, void, null, void, null, void. And what are all the programs that we have around this?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I didn't see that coming.
I didn't either. Body's looking at programs. I'm like, what? We don't have a lot of that.
Oh, okay. Yes we do.
So can we put all those up on the screen in front?
Yes.
Yeah, I choose it. And all the programs from down below, and back behind, up above, left, right, all the programs from inside, outside, everything remaining all in the pile. Freeze lock up on the screen.
Yeah.
And repeat after me. All intercessions exterminate here now.
All intercessions exterminate here now.
All intercommunications exterminate here now.
All intercommunications exterminate here and now.
All interconnections exterminate here now.
All interconnections exterminate here and now.
Wow. And all programs terminate here now?
All programs terminate here now.
All programs exterminate here now.
All programs exterminate here now. Wow. In unison.
Wow, my body is pulsating with, wow, that's so amazing. And can we just try to create all the remaining program stuff?
Yes, I choose that.
I choose that.
Yeah. Clear, transform, flash, burn, purify, and sterilize all that to and through the source and or sources. Purify the source and or sources and flash burn out of existence. So none of it existed to begin with.
Wow. And what are all the stacks, stringers, hooks, triggers, and implants that prevent us from being aware of our connection to the planet or of our actual expression as the planet?
All the labyrinths and catacombs and creepy crap.
And all the structures, constructs, adaptations, mutation systems around that.
What are a few?
Yeah. And can we put all that in the pile?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah, I choose that. Wow. And everything down below, back behind, up above, way up front, left, right, inside, Wow.
Wow.
Outside and including for the planet, on the pile, on the pile, on the pile.
On the pile, on the pile.
And bodies, planet, let that go, not you, not yours,
Not
not you, not yours.
Body, not you.
Wow. And can we shrink all that stuff down to less than
Yeah,
nothing?
I choose that.
Incinerate.
Clear, transform, flash, purify, and sterilize out of existence. Never existed.
And the last one I think in the pile here is, what are the disguised memory implants that we have around this?
Ew.
Wow. So those are like false memories that are installed in our reality to give us a pretend history that's not real or true. A distortion, yeah. So it allows us to perceive all the memories that you didn't install that something else installed. So you can look at it's like on a computer files, like the owner of the file. Look at the installer of the files and find all the files that were installed by something other than you.
Oh my God.
Wow. And can we put all those in the pile?
Yes, I choose that. Holy mackerel.
Wow. Oh. And they're often installed in groups of files. So scan for all the install dates, and you'll notice similar dates. Scan your system for any files that had the same install date.
Wow.
And seem kind of shady. Put those in the pile.
In the pile, in the pile, in the pile.
Wow. Yeah. And those I like to treat. Do you ever see the movie, the kids movie, but it was about brain and emotions and how that works?
Yes.
I forgot the name of that.
Wait a minute. It'll come to me. It was one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it was one of mine too. But they had those memory balls.
Chunks. Yeah.
So it's like they're like bowling balls, colored bowling balls. Yeah. Like that's how I picture these things. And they're in racks and racks and racks and racks. So allow yourself to perceive all the racks and shelves that stored those, because you don't store things that way, but artificial ones have to. All the racks.
I'm also seeing ones that are kind of like this weird 90-degree angle or 45-degree angle. They're weird.
Yep. So all the ones that are stored at angles that are not straight up, that are hidden at multiple angles, put all those in the pile. It's a way of hiding information in your reality.
Kind of a brilliant way to do it. And
it really is. And then like they did in that movie, and it's funny that movie just kind of solidified what I already do, is let's get they get a vacuum and they vacuum those up. Yeah. So let's get a univac, giant universal vacuum, and just vacuum all those up. And vacuum all around you. And anything else remaining?
I vacuumed up my ears. My headset.
Yeah, I did it.
Wait, come back, I need that.
And let the vacuum go.
Wow.
And how does that feel?
Incredibly spacious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it.
And quiet and clean. It's like, oh yeah, some of that stuff that I thought was it's just like gone. I love that. Send it to the memory dump.
Yep. Gone. Yep. Cool. So connection with the planet. So that's why when we're destroying and creating, I'm saying body, let this go, and you'll add in there also, and planet, let that go. It's like the body and planet. What the invitation that I have for people is to, like you would facilitate another person, which is the reason I encourage people to learn how to facilitate others, because not only is it helpful in facilitating other people, which could become a career opportunity, but it's and seeing like you love doing it and other people need to learn how to do that, and it helps everybody and everything. Right. It's like, hello. My interesting point of view.
Ask us how.
Yes. And so it's like
plug. Sorry.
Yes. So it's like the when your capacity to facilitate your body and also facilitate the planet becomes useful. Like part of what's necessary in this is to recognize, well, you're walking around in a piece of the planet. You are the planet.
Well, and frankly, I want me and my part of the planet to be squeaky clean. I don't want interference and manipulation messing with me all the time. And if I'm not also clearing the planet, or working with the energies of the planet, then there's always going to be something going on.
Yep.
So
let me take it a step further, where think of your body as like a drop of water in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Is the drop of water in the ocean, or is it separate from the ocean?
It's part of the ocean. It is,
and it's separate, but it's both, right?
It's both, yeah.
So how much are you as body the whole planet?
I'm sure bring that part up. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So it's like what the mental game that gets played in this reality is, oh, well, I'll do things in my space and I'll let everybody else have access to their space. And so I can't change the whole planet. I can only change my piece of the planet. But
That's
what
not
if,
true.
Right. So what if you are also the whole planet and you can invite the whole planet into changing?
I like
so when I talk about facilitating, I'm talking about facilitating the entire planet in everything you do. Because what if you are the entire planet? Take that one in.
And receive.
Receive.
And that point of view, that perspective truly changes how we interact with the planet, because most of us are more conscious now about what we're putting in and on our bodies, but we're not as conscious of how we're the planet.
Right.
And if everybody had that singular, or not that singular, but that expanded point of view, we would have a completely different planet, because there are plenty of things we wouldn't be doing, but there are also plenty of things that we would do in different ways and that we would expand upon.
Right. So you look at the unconsciousness that exists out around in the people in the planet, and while they're not necessarily doing work of clearing and becoming more aware and conscious, they are becoming more aware and conscious. And how is that occurring? Well, as we do the things we do, it changes the planet, and they're all living in their drops of water that are the expression of the ocean. So it's like we're changing their bodies as well. Feel that one?
Wow.
So it's like, it's not this thing of like, well, we change us and then it will trickle out and other people will copy that and learn that. It's, we are changing the entire thing. It's like the level of responsibility that you step into is, I am responsible for the whole planet, not in a see how I'm fucking up the world around me, but like I need to own that this is my planet, my body, my planet, and this is going to fucking change now, and I'm going to clear all this. You feel the difference of empowerment that occurs there.
There's a huge difference. And this really ties into the subject that we had about sovereignty and being that sovereign being, because if we are that expanded, infinite sovereign being, it is our right, our responsibility, and our, what's the right word? Birthright. It changes how we understand ourselves in respect and in conjunction with and as the planet.
Yeah.
Because
so for me, it gives the authority.
It is an authority thing.
To take action. Like when I first started doing this, I'm like, oh yeah, I can clear my space, but I don't have the authority to clear for everybody because they have choice too. Now it's like, this is
sort of kind of true.
I'm like, now this is my fucking planet. This is
Get out
my planet. You're all visiting on my planet, welcome and clear.
Welcome, and we're going here. And yeah, you can go along with the plan.
That point of view gives you the authority and the empowerment to change things at a magnitude that feels right for you. And what level you play at and what feels comfortable for you is, I'm not telling you what's true for you, but when you start to step into the infinite being and start to go, why is this not completely clear yet? How do I get my life clear? My interesting point of view is it takes that bigger step into going, look, this is my planet, my universe, my body, and this is going to fucking change now. Well,
and from that perspective, that's probably why there's a sudden awakening of 8 billion people on the planet.
Oops. Hi, welcome.
I'm waking up. Everybody's going to wake up at 7 with me. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is there 7? I'm sorry. Just kidding. Okay, there's a 6:30 for some people. Okay. And for some, there's a 10, but whatever.
Yeah.
But we're all coming along. And I like that. I like that because I would much, much rather, as an infinite being, live in a place, a space, and with a pool of people who are also ready to get along and play, rather than this old nasty paradigm of, each human and being for themselves, and dog eat dog, and that. Anyway,
so the other way that I like, you start to get into the tangle of free will and do I have the capacity to affect other people's reality? And the truth is, yes, I do. But do they have a choice? So it's like the same thing in this reality in reverse. So it's like we've been in this reality unconscious and playing the game that this reality has to offer, and we have a choice to play in that game. But we don't have to. We can choose something else. That something else choice isn't this or that, because what if there are multiple realities, multiple planets, multiple universes, like in orders of magnitude of them. Yes. And so it's like people group together. So it's like there's the Jaden Michelle universe that we're playing in here, where we're clear and this is going to fucking change now. Yesterday. Like, this has already changed. Like, this is just different. It's like you can choose to live on that frequency realm of planet, or you can be living in the planet where nobody has any power, nobody has any authority, nobody has any control, and the system and the machine controls you. It's like that's a choice of where you're focusing your energy. And it's like, so it's, you do still have choice, but it's in where, and you could create your own planet with your own thing. Like, you don't have to be on our planet. Like, create your own, like, whatever, when maybe we'll come join you. Woo-hoo.
Right, exactly. And having been at times in those other realms and frequencies, I can say this one's way more fun. Way more fun.
My interesting point of view, yeah.
So, much more
and so fun. It's like that kind of untangles the whole seeming paradox of free will, because but it's like it's a choice of where you choose to focus the light of you. It's like, where are you, like the laser beam, the dot that's hitting the surface, where are you focusing? What reality are you focusing in? And sometimes all I have to do is invite people to exit the synthetic reality where you're powerless and you have no control and you're a complete victim, and focus into a different reality, and all of a sudden everything's just gone. And they're like, well, how is that? Well, you're focusing in a different reality.
Right. I like that. I like
But if you don't get the way it's connected, the illusions that are here of that there's one thing and everybody has to get along in that one thing. And when you look at it from that point of view, there's only one of you and there's a zillion of them, and they're all playing this game and you're playing a different game. it feels like you don't have any control. That's the illusion.
That is the illusion. So everything that brought up, because
Yep.
there's a lot of twisty, turny,
Yep.
I can feel a lot of swirly stuff in there, and
Yep.
almost like trying to suck us back into that. You have no power.
Yes.
Whatever.
So what is everything that's upper active
Whoa.
and in the pile?
In the pile.
And what is all the unknowable, unspeakable, unseeable, untouchable, undetectable, unconsciousness, anti-consciousness, energy fog? Wow, disinformation, cloaking, where Nick uses commands, booby traps, and all the covert, unseen, unacknowledged, undisclosed energies and frequencies for us and the planet.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. And bulldozer in the pile. And everything from down below.
Literally.
In the pile. Back behind. Up above. Way up front. From the left. From the right. Inside. Outside. Everything remaining. And body, planet, let go of that. Not you, not yours, not you, not yours. Never was yours. Never was yours. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Wow. And you know that worked when your body's like, oh.
Yeah. It was like, oh, I can take a breath. Okay.
Yep. So you got to say it out loud and instruct your body, give your body permission and your planet permission to let that go.
Right.
Let it go.
Well, and that really speaks to, what powerful creator beings we are, and how connected and interconnected we really are. So I would invite you at home, as you're watching this, when we do what we're doing, do the same thing, body not you, body not yours, planet not you, planet not yours.
Out loud.
Never was yours.
Say it out
loud. So your body gets it, and you will feel your body go, oh, deep cleansing breath in, and it relaxes. There's something so empowering and really delicious about it, I gotta say.
Yeah.
So delicious.
Yeah. So everything remaining in the pile, can we shrink it down to less than nothing?
Yes, I choose that.
I choose it. Incinerate. And I can feel a lot of so it's like what happens is, like, you've got all these layers of unconsciousness, and in that unconsciousness is where all the weird, squirrely, alien entity, just demonic, bizarre shit hangs out. Like, it lives in that space. It feeds off that darkness or that unclarity or that crap. Once you clear that, all of a sudden there's all these beings going, oh, shit, where'd everything go? They can see me now. So everything, what are all the entities, demonics, creatures, coalition, aliens, reptilians, parasitics, beings, doings, gods, and other non-contributive energies and frequencies, intertangled, entwined, hanging out, exposed, pre-tagged, pre-capsed it all, and all their networks, hives, civilizations, universes, and all their customers, clients, shareholders, stockholders, boards of directors.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everything like that. And everyone that they know, and everyone that they know.
And they know, and everyone they know. And yep. Pre-tag, pre-caps it all, freeze, tap down, trace, scan, ideal. And then what I'm inviting what I want to do is clear the agreements. So what are all the agreements to watch? No, let's banish what we can first, because it's so noisy. Yeah. And can we banish all these energies? Yeah.
Yes, I choose that.
Oh, banish anchors, banish anchors. Oh, banish anchors, oh, banish anchors, banish anchors. Oh, banish anchors. Now there's some that are still left behind because there's agreements that hold them. Right. So we'll look at how many agreements are yours personally and how many are the planets. So I said to perceive, what are all the agreements that you have? What is everything you agreed you would do for them and they agreed they would do for you? Was everything that was the benefit or value for you, not the benefit or value for you? Not a lot of information there. What is everything that was the benefit, or what is everything the planet agreed they would do for them?
Whoa.
And they agreed they would do for the planet.
Holy crap.
And everything that was the benefit or value for the planet. And everything that was not the benefit or value for the planet.
Well, there might be a little more in the not benefit.
Wow. And can we destroy and create all those agreements?
Yes, I choose that now.
And so we're also inviting the planet to destroy and create all those agreements. Yeah. Yes. Resend, revoke, recant, reclaim, renounce, destroy and create, null, void, null, void, null, void, null, void. And out. Bash, anchors, bash, anchors. Out. Bash, anchors, bash. Out. Bash.
And as we banish from the planet, I also visualize everything just that's no longer wanted, needed, desired, just out of existence.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Wow. That got really quiet. I like that.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
So that's like, and that's just a recent awareness for me, recognizing that it's like, there's a lot of the stuff that I clear that isn't mine, but is actually the planets that if you want to explore with this someday, just clear yours and then clear stuff that is your body's, your local version of the planet stuff. And you'll notice, there's some cleared, and then clear the planets, the bigger planets version of it. And you're like, whoa!
It got really big really fast.
Yeah. So it's like, my thing is about how can I be effective at clearing, and how can I clear all of it, like, and not have to keep coming back to. I just want it all gone, and I want to clear house.
Yeah.
So,
well, and I've always said efficiency in everything that we do. Why stop at just the little stuff when you can actually go big or go home.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my, at this point, it's like you, this is my planet. This is where I live. And I, as an infinite being, am choosing to live in the most optimal space, time, place, space, reality, dimension, lifetime existence that I possibly can. And everything that doesn't want to agree with that, you're gone. You're absolutely gone.
It's like you can go play in another version of the planet that's playing that game, but this version of the planet that I'm staking out as mine and me is going to play this version of the game.
Right.
And okay, go play over there.
Right.
Fine. They have free will. They can do that.
You have, exactly. And I think that's really important to recognize is that if they don't want to play, they don't have to. But this is what I'm choosing. And, I think as I've gotten older, I have become far less tolerant of shenanigans in my personal space and in my personal field and in my lifetime. And it's like, I'm done. I just am over it. I'm totally over it. Not in a I'm sick of it way, but it's just like this empowered way of, no, things are changing. I'm changing them because I can, and I know how. And I don't know about you, but I love teaching people how to do this so that they can also do it with themselves, for their families. And both you and I have training programs for people that I really, get a hold of us. Just get a hold of us because we can show you how. And there's nothing to me more satisfying than watching as my life changes, as my clients' lives change, as the world begins to change. And we're seeing change. We're seeing major change, major change.
Yeah.
Wow. So there's still something about, and it almost feels like we're to the end of it, but there's still a little piece of not fully. So what are the ways? So maybe it's receiving. Yeah. What are all of the ways that we are the planet that we have not recognized until now and received?
Ooh, wow. And received to your local advantage.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. And if you had already been acting and being as part of and being the planet, what awareness would you already be having and
receive? Oh, I like that.
Wow. It's a way of just jumping time.
Right? I love that. Brilliant.
Screw the whole time thing. Like, we'll just jump over it.
We'll just jump over it.
We'll just jump.
It's one of those tesseracts.
And what fun can we now have as the planet that we've never been able to have fun with before?
Ooh, receive. Love that.
Wow. And in what ways can you now connect to nurturing in your local body that you've not had access to before and receive?
And receive.
Wow.
Man, my body likes that. Soft body, nice body.
Yep. It's like there's all those illusions that separated us from the planet and got us to think that we weren't one with the planet because we would change the game like we are today.
Just like today, exactly.
Just like today.
Just like, yeah, and that really have kept us separate. So what are any separations left that we can just easily release now? Receive that information and then clear it out of existence.
Wow. And everything from down below in the pile, back behind, up above, way out front, from the left, from the right, everything from inside, everything from the planet. Every time I go down below, that's automatically for me the planet, because it still is down. I'm not upside down, so it works.
Depends on if you're on the southern hemisphere.
If you're floating somewhere, but it's still down. And everything in the pile, bodies, planet, let that go. Not you, not you, not yours, not you, not yours. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And can we shrink all that down to less than nothing?
Yes, I choose that.
Yeah. Boo. Incinerate. Wow. That feels good. Yeah.
And what are all the ways that we can now nurture the planet as we too are being nurtured?
Yeah. And receive.
And receive.
Because what I've noticed for me is, as I focus on paying attention to my body, like I notice my friends are like, you always have like water with you everywhere you go, and you always have something that you can nibble on that's like really handy, or you always have your amino acids with you. And it's like, well, I take care of my body.
Yeah.
Because I'm taking care of myself.
Right.
And it's like, I take care of the planet because I'm taking care of myself. Feel that?
Yes, and receive.
And it's like that level of, and other people would call it responsibility, and I don't like that word, but it's like, it's my, if I'm living in this body and I want the best for my life and my experience, and I want a happy and productive and fulfilling and nurturing experience, then I choose to nurture and provide my body what it needs to be productive and happy and fulfilled. And that extends to the planet. Like, as I do that for my body, I'm setting an example for the planet in some way too, that I don't necessarily understand, but I feel.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just nurturing my body, I'm also nurturing the planet. And that's reciprocal.
Yeah. It is reciprocal. It is reciprocal. And it changes that interaction. It changes that relationship.
Yeah.
In a completely different way.
Yeah.
I can just really feel that. I thank you. The essence of this is just, it's almost, it's like being held and supported in a way that I have not felt before. So thank you for this information. This is awesome.
You're
awesome,
welcome.
Awesome.
And there's also a free video that it isn't out at the time of this recording, but it will be by the time you probably see this, about the symbiotic planet, about understanding trying to think of the name of, what did I call that? Where I showed the slides, the pictures of, do you remember what that was called?
I just remember the slides, the authentic symbiotic biological planet, the diversity. The diversity of the planet,
The diversity concept is that if you want to go deeper into feeling your connection with the planet, find those videos, and if we can, maybe we'll find a way to link that.
We will.
Because those are like, whoa, you start to see, you feel viscerally your connection to the magic of this planet. And when you start to get these two ideas, you don't separate yourself from the planet anymore. You feel your connection to the planet, and that's a game changer.
It is a huge game changer. And I will say, having seen those slides, and oh my gosh, you are in for such a treat. I was watching while I was at my mom's house, and she happened to see, and she's like, oh, what is that? Because I had it on my phone, and she's like, that is amazing. And so she got kind of, energetically sucked into it too. And she's like, this just feels amazing. And it was
so
like,
cool.
It was extremely cool. And I have loved going back and looking at that information over and over and over again, because there is a re-embodiment of it in a really powerful way. Now, is it on your YouTube channel, Jaden?
Yes, that's where it will be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So Jaden-Fox.
.com. Yep.
.com.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you for being here with us.
You're welcome.
And,
thank you for joining us, everybody. Because we want more people playing in our planet.
Yes. Come and play with us. Come.
Yay.
All right, everyone. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.